आयुष है तो सही है।
Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to a brand new day and a brand new life. मेरा नाम आयुष है. The time is 1:16 on a Tuesday. Sorry that I've not been regular. I've been very busy doing things that basically needed my attention. Welcome to the show.
आयुष है तो सही है।
Just checking on the audio levels pretty quick. The audio levels look good, and yeah, I mean, there is no breaking which is happening over here. And then let's also check the other camera if there's any delay or not. I don't think that there is any delay on my cameras at this moment of time. So, hi, मेरा नाम आयुष है and welcome to a live call-in show which is called Ayush है तो सही है. This is where we talk about Bollywood, films, Hollywood and whatever is happening in the world. रिसेंटली डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने वेनेजुएला के अंदर थोड़ा सा एक ऐसा कुछ किया कि प्रेसिडेंट को उठा लिया डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने. एंड नाउ एवरीवनस टॉकिंग अबाउट इट एंड एवरीवनस टॉकिंग अबाउट हाउ Donald Trump is a bully. There's a Mark Ruffalo who went to the Golden Globes and said about Donald Trump. I'll just pull this. I'll just pull it over here so that you can also see it on my live stream. Yeah, so this is the video where Mark Ruffalo basically talks about Donald Trump. Let's play this.
Mark, what's the pin?
It's for Renee Nicole Good, who was murdered. We have a vice president who's lying about what's happening. We have we're in the middle of a war with Venezuela that we illegally invaded. He's telling the world that international law doesn't matter to him. The only thing that matters to him is his own morality. But the guy is a convicted felon or convicted rapist. He's a pedophile. He's the worst human being in the world. If we're relying on this guy's morality for the most powerful country in the world, then we're all in a lot of trouble. So this is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today. I know I'm one of them. I love this country, and what I'm seeing here happening is not America. It's just not.
Mark, why do you feel that this platform is still useful to spread a message like this?
Listen, I want to pretend like this is, I want to be here to celebrate, and I am here to celebrate, and I'm proud to have a Golden Globe nomination. But also, this is not normal anymore. And so I don't know how I could be quiet, and I'm feeling a little sick, so it's hard to BS right now. So
Mark Ruffalo and Wanda Sykes also wearing a Be Good pin for Renee Good, obviously, and trying to use this platform for activism. Do you feel that's effective or no?
Oh, come on. We're just here for show business today. It was a terrible thing that happened, and it shouldn't have happened. And if they didn't act like such thugs, it wouldn't have had to happen. But I don't need to wear a pin about it.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying, that like celebrities coming out on Golden Globes and saying that like what Donald Trump did was, it's just bullying, right? Like Donald Trump going to Venezuela, picking up their president, elected, a sovereign country, elected president, gets kidnapped in the middle of the night and then goes to America for drug charges. A lot of people have created videos over it. A lot of people have said that this is one of those things that America does to basically make sure that America remains great for the longest period of time. And majorly people are saying that this is because of Venezuelan oil. There is also a series on Amazon Prime which says Venezuelan oil. Let me pull that up here. Yeah, so let me see if there's a shorts on it. It's Jack Ryan, the series.
What would you assume is the most major threat on the world stage? Anybody, just call it out. You don't have to raise your hand.
Definitely Russia.
Definitely Russia. That's confident. I like it. Who says Russia? Anybody agree with her? Hands? Okay, great. Who else?
China.
Stop yelling at me, but China is a good answer. Anybody? Who else? China?
North Korea?
North Korea. Any North Korea takers? And
Find a better video for you.
Venezuela? Anybody? What would you assume is the most major threat on the world stage? Anybody, just call it out. You don't have to raise your hand.
Definitely Russia.
Definitely Russia. Who else?
China.
Stop yelling at me, but China is a good answer. Everybody's cool with Venezuela? No threat? Okay. Let me ask you this. Which one of these places can claim to have the largest oil deposit on the planet? More than Saudi? More than Iran? Wow. Okay, what about things like gold? More than all the mines in Africa combined? The fact is that Venezuela is arguably the single greatest resource of oil and minerals on the planet. Well, Venezuela is also the only one of these places within 30-minute range from the U.S. of next-gen nuclear missiles. So, Russia, China, can never be the most major threat until countries like Venezuela leave the door open to our very own backyard. What would you assume is the most major threat on the world
That's
stage?
what
Anybody,
the
just call it out. You don't have to raise your
entire
hand.
Definitely Russia.
Definitely
that's the
Russia.
entire
Who else?
China.
Stop.
Venezuelan thing, and then this basic thing became viral on social media and everywhere that it's because of the oil that Venezuela has been attacked by America, and I agree to it. I agree to. I agree to this. I agree to this conversation that I think that it is because of Venezuelan oil. और फिर उसके कुछ ही देर बाद में, after a little bit of time when it went into it, Donald Trump came out and he said that, like, let me also pull this video up. This is 3 days ago, right? There's an advertisement playing right now, so I'll not be able to show that to you on the stream as of now. But just give me a moment till the skip button arrives. It's here.
Can help rapidly rebuild Venezuela's dilapidated oil industry and bring millions of barrels of oil production to benefit the United States, the people of Venezuela, and the entire world. And yesterday, the number is 30 million barrels. I can't even, is that a correct number? 30 million barrels. You hear that, Peter? Of oil was given to us by Venezuela. That's a lot of oil. It's about $4 billion worth, and it's on its way to the United States right now. And we want to thank Venezuela for that. And we're working very well with them, obviously, or they wouldn't have been so generous. But they respect us again. They didn't respect us at all before. So that's money that goes to the United States. Some will go to Venezuela. And some will go to the oil companies, but not that, because that's already been extracted. So when you're not getting any of that, but when you start extracting, you'll get. But it's tremendous reserves, among the biggest in the world. Some people say it is the biggest in the world. And we're going to be working with Venezuela. We're going to be making the decision as to which oil companies are going to go in that we're going to allow to go in. Going to cut a deal with the companies. We'll probably do that today or very shortly thereafter with Chris and Doug. And we're dealing with the country, so we're empowered to make that deal. And you'll have total safety, total security. One of the reasons you couldn't go in is you had no guarantees, you had no security, but now you have total security. It's a whole different Venezuela, and Venezuela is going to be very successful. And the people of the United States are going to be big beneficiaries because we're going to be extracting, numbers of, in terms of oil, like, few people have ever seen, actually. So you're dealing with us directly. You're not dealing with Venezuela at all. We don't want you to deal with Venezuela. Let me thank Vice President J.D. Vance, who's doing a fantastic job. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, likewise, a fantastic job. I have good people. I like them better than my first group. But we had a great, despite that, we had a great first term. We had some great people there, too, by the way. But we had a great first term. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country in the first term, but this is blowing it away. And you haven't seen anything yet. Everyone's been shocked by the numbers, 5.4% GDP. And that's despite the fact that we were badly hurt by the Democrat shutdown, of which they'd like to see if they could shut it down again. Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, who's fantastic. Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright, recommended by Doug as being the greatest oil man anywhere in the world, because I wanted Doug for that job, energy, and Doug said, no, sir, there's a man named Chris Wright. I said, who the hell is Chris Wright? He said he's the most talented oil man anywhere in the world. I doubt you can get him, because typically oil men make a lot of money, and women. They make a lot of money, but Chris came. You took one of the greatest salary cuts probably in history, Chris, right? But he's a fantastic person, loves our country, and many other important members of this team. And I want to thank them for their efforts. As you know, last week, the United States Armed Forces performed one of the most spectacular military operations in American history, apprehending the outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro for his crimes against the United States, crimes for which he has now been indicted and is in federal court awaiting trial. And he killed many people, millions of people, actually, and allowed jails, prisons, mental institutions, insane asylums, drug dealers, drug addicts to pour into our country totally unchecked because of Sleepy Joe Biden's policy of open borders. The stupidest thing I've ever seen. We're getting them all out.
Yeah, so that's what...
I always wanted to teach.
Yeah, thank you so much. You always wanted to teach. So this is what the world politics is at right now. The world politics is talking about how America is bullying its borders, how America is bullying foreign borders. Of course, there's this whole situation of China-Taiwan, which China basically believes is a part of their own republic, and Taiwan is an independent country, and now very powerful independent country. Jiske piche, I think a lot of American companies have a lot of investment in the chip makers back in Taiwan, but we're not talking about Taiwan, we're talking about Venezuela, and we're talking about how President Trump, US President Trump, जो Epstein file के अंदर जिसके इतने सारे photographs or documents release हुए हैं, and that's where Mark Ruffalo said this. If you've not seen it, let me go back to that video of Mark Ruffalo on Donald Trump at the Golden Globes. This just happened.
Pin.
For Renee Nicole Good, who was murdered. We have a vice president who's lying about what's happening. We have we're in the middle of a war with Venezuela that we illegally invaded. He's telling the world that international law doesn't matter to him. The only thing that matters to him is his own morality. But the guy is a convicted felon or convicted rapist. He's a pedophile. He's the worst human being in the world. If we're relying on this guy's morality for the most powerful country in the world, and we're all in a lot of trouble. So this is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today. I know I'm one of them. I love this country, and what I'm seeing here happening is not America. It's not.
Mark, why do you feel that this platform is still useful to spread a message like this?
Listen, I want to pretend like this is, I want to be here to celebrate, and I am here to celebrate, and I'm proud to have a Golden Globe nomination. But also, this is not normal anymore. And so I don't know how I could be quiet, and I'm feeling a little sick, so it's hard to BS right now. So
Mark Ruffalo and Wanda Sykes also wearing a Be Good pin for Renee Good, obviously, and trying to use this platform for activism. Do you feel that's effective or no?
Oh, come on. We're just here for show business today. It was a terrible thing that happened, and it shouldn't have happened. And if they didn't act like such thugs, it wouldn't have had to happen. But I don't need to wear a pin about it.
Yeah, and let me just check who Renee Good is.
Can I go check a pulse?
No! Back up! Now!
I'm a physician!
Renee Nicole Good, the 37-year-old mother of three, fatally shot by an ICE agent in Minnesota Wednesday morning, was a stay-at-home mom who didn't show any signs of activism, according to family. Videos have gone viral of the shooting where Good was killed when she allegedly floored her Honda Pilot into a federal agent after blocking them in a residential Minneapolis neighborhood during an immigration operation. Good was shot in the head as she attempted to drive off, crashing into a parked car down the road. Born in Colorado Springs, Good, whose full name was Renee Nicole Macklin Good, was a devout Christian who took part in youth missions to Northern Ireland as a child. Good had 3 children, a 15-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old son with her first husband, and a 6-year-old son with her second. Good had moved to Valley Falls, Kansas with her parents after her second husband, who suffered from PTSD, died in 2023. She then moved to Kansas City, Missouri, before relocating to Minnesota last year and claimed on social media to be experiencing Minneapolis, displaying a pride flag emoji on her Instagram account. Her ex-husband said Good was a stay-at-home mother. The former spouse, who remained anonymous, never saw his ex-wife as an activist and didn't know her to participate in protests. He said Good and her current partner had just dropped off the 6-year-old at school before they encountered the ICE agents. Video following the shooting appeared to capture the heartbroken partner hysterically crying after Good's death.
Hey, was you riding with her? Did you call any of your people yet?
We're new here, I don't have...
The Trump administration tagged Good as a domestic terrorist after the shooting. Today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them. An act of domestic terrorism, DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. After the fatal shooting, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey launched a furious attack on ICE.
ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
Good was killed on her older sister's birthday, her uncle Robert Ganger told ABC Denver 7. Her parents described her as a caring human being who was killed in a stupid circumstance. Renee was one of the kindest people I've ever known, her mother, Donna Ganger, told the Star Tribune. She was extremely passionate. She's taken care of people all her life. She was loving, forgiving, and affectionate. She was an amazing human being. She was probably terrified, Ganger added, saying the circumstance of the death were so stupid.
Renee good! Renee good! Renee good! Renee good!
एक तो आइस का बड़ा पंगा है ना अमेरिका में. It's like the biggest पंगा that there can be in America. So what they're doing is basically they're trying to force immigrants out of America. And how they're doing it, like आपको पता है ना कि पहले अगर किसी के पास में ग्रीन कार्ड होता था तो उसकी शादी हो जाती थी बहुत अच्छे से, लाइक वो ग्रीन कार्ड है शादी कर लो इसके साथ में. अभी वो ग्रीन कार्ड भी वैलिड नहीं है. लाइक people are now being thrown out of America, and this is all happening under Trump administration. And like you all saw the story of Renee Good, like she had like 2 children. Hannah, she's gone through a lot of trauma in her own life, and then somehow it wasn't even like an attempt to kill an officer that we saw, but shots were fired, and and that is the reason why Mark Ruffalo came out and he supported Renee Good at the Golden Globes. अब ये पूरी स्टोरी अगर कोई नहीं देखेगा तो फिर किसी को समझ में नहीं आएगा कि क्यों ये ट्रम्प एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, क्यों ये ट्रम्प को पीडोफाइल बुला रहे हैं. वाई आर लाइक people in Hollywood calling Trump a pedophile, and still like international lawmakers have not taken any step. They've not taken a singular step against Donald Trump, and this is disheartening. This is something that I would want to tell all of my viewers who are watching this right now, that us over here at Aayush to Sahi hai don't support Donald Trump, him bullying a foreign country. We don't support this violence that happened to Renee Good and any other individual who's from a foreign country. See, everyone wants peace. The entire world wants peace. Every individual wants peace. But this is not how you get it, right? This is not how peace is achieved. Peace is achieved through communities. Peace is achieved through conversation, through talking, through making people understand that what decision that they take is going to affect their life. So yeah, this is the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this today. If you have any comments, do let me know in the comments below. If you have any opinions, any views, I'll be open to listening to and reading to all of them. I'm Aayush. This is Aayush to Sahi hai.